Silver Chupacabra here, and we are here for another search of a nickel box. We like doing that. Me and my buddy, or buddies, I should say. Sorry, Chewbacca. Did not mean to forget you. We had a great nickel box the last time, folks. 3 Buffalo nickels. And the fact of the matter is, we're 2 in a row now. 2 boxes in a row with a Buffalo nickel. We've had that one come in the last time out. We got the Nicodate, the actual mint mark to find that, by the way. We also, a couple of boxes ago, we found that one. And then I do believe, we had an upgrader, a 36 Philly from the last box hunt. So, in other words, we've had 2 fillers in the last 2 boxes. That's great. Man, if I could get 1 filler per, we'd have this thing filled up within a year or so. That doesn't usually happen, by the way. Anyway, our Jefferson nickel our Jefferson nickel collection is still at the same 4 that we've had. I think we've had a couple of upgraders in the last few boxes. We still need that 44D, a couple of key dates up here, actually 3 of them. We need all those. But the thing is, getting them, it just requires lots of luck. Anything coming in, and we've had just 1 box. 1 box, the last one out, is the only one we didn't find was a Silver War nickel, and hopefully we can pull something like that out of this new box. Key dates, anything semi-key date-ish. We did have a couple of 51S's on our last hunt too, but if we happen to get a 50D, that would be very nice. I am not allergic to V-nickels, too. And I want to tell them that because I have not seen one good 6 months or so. Anyway, I think it's time to open this box up and see what we got for enders. Last time we had a Buffalo nickel sitting there right on an ender. Can we get another one? So, enders are up, at least the top enders are. I've already kind of looked through it. Nothing really standing out. I mean, there's potential there on the enders, but nothing really going, ooh, I'm so possible 2005. We did get the Buffalo. Wrong one. So wrong that they're calling it a bison. But we'll look for it for the mythical speared bison, which I do not think actually exists as a coin. Anyway, that's what we got. I'm hoping this first one, which will be number 1, I think. Yeah, it will. Yeah, I'm going to take that thing off. We've got pretty new. And I would say 90s or early 2000s. So, I'm expecting to see a lot of goodies inside the enders. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so it's taking us, 3 rolls to get something happening with this nickel box hunt. About midway through, as you can see, I checked some nickels already. Hit 5. A little dirty. Somebody spilled pop on it or something. But 1955, it's actually not in bad condition. Detail-wise, I can see some detail over the hair all the way up there, but looking good. I would say Monticello's in decent condition. I don't know. 55 Philly, by the way, is a semi-key date. 55D is not. I think this could go either way. It will be D for Denver. So, no semi-key date, but it's a good start at 55D. 4 rolls into this new nickel box hunt. And I've got it laid out in roll wise, so when you can see rims. That has got some green to it. It's got like a Yoda green to it. I'm thinking this is good stuff. Let's take a look. Hard to tell. Nope, there it is. There's a big S on top of Monticello. Silver nickel time, folks. Very awesome. The 43S is the lowest minted San Francisco silver ore nickel. That would be cool. Lately, I've been getting the 45S a lot, which is low minted too, by the way, but still. Be nice to get something different. Let's go ahead. Ring O Death. Or at least partial ring of death there. Nice scratch across the hair. So anyway, you already knew it was 1940s. 1945. Pretty cool. I don't mind getting it's a silver nickel. I don't mind any of that. Once in a while, I like to see some different ones. Gotta be me. Very cool. Well, 4 rolls in, and we've already got ourselves a goodie. Always a good sign. We still have the rest of that to check out. 5th roll has been laid out, and we do have a late 50s near the start of this roll, right there, 1958. Decent. A little bit of junk there right in front of his face, but not too bad there, too. I would think this would be Denver all the way, and it is. And we've got the whole rest of this to check out. So, got into the first part of that roll 5. And we've got another from the 40s in here, 1948. Very cool. So, 2 finds in this roll so far. A lot of wear on the top there. I'm going to doubt if we're going to get a semi-key date S. But I think a D or a Philly would be the thing here. Philly it is. Not in bad shape, really, Monticello-wise. Got windows there. It's just not very deep. Cool beans. Well, continue to check it out. I'll just finish that first row of 10. We are on roll 10 itself. And in the... So I just knocked something down. In about the middle of the roll, a 1947 has popped up. Lots of wear there, I would say. Probably think Philly or Denver on this. And Denver it is. Cool. Still a whole roll to check out. We are on to that second row of 10 rolls, roll 11. And in roll 11, beginning part, we just started looking through there, check this one out. Got a 1942. 1942 was a transition year, at least for a few years, of the Jefferson nickel, because they started taking out some nickel and putting in some silver. Wartime effort, wartime things. This one does not have any real tone, so I do not think this is going to be a Type 2, which would be the silver. Type 1 would be just the regular nickel. So let's go ahead and check. We do not have a big mint mark over Monticello, so it is not a Type 2. No silver. But we do get a D. There were only 2 Type 1s made, 42 Philly and 42D, so that's one of them. Pretty cool. Don't get to see that one too often, so I like finding that one. I like finding that one a lot. Anyway, here's the rest. See if anything pops in. So, roll 12. Now, there's Nickelbox Hunt. Continues to get some good stuff. We've got, I don't know, a little bit past 10, I would quite say. Got another 1947. We had a 1947 Denver minted a little while ago. This one is pretty worn out. Not much hair detail. Thinking this is probably Philly. No, Denver will be again. That's what happens when you live in the Denver metro area. It's a course. It's a course. Got the whole rest of this roll to check into. So we're still on the early part of roll 12. We just found a 47D. And let's take a look here at that one. That's right, folks. This is the second time I've seen this date this year. This is a 1950, folks, and if you know your stuff about Jefferson Nichols, you know why that's important. 1950 D is the big kahuna, supposedly, of all Jefferson Nichols because it is the lowest minted. What, 2.5 million, I believe. One of the first coins that I kind of know of that got kind of collected at the time because they knew Denver was going to put out a low mintage. So people kind of hoarded them. Which is why I would say this is probably not going to be a 50D. It's not in very good condition. Although, I take that back. It's got hair detail. It's just, to me, it's obvious it's been in circulation for a little while. Now, the good thing is that the Philadelphia version of 1950 is a semi-key date. So it's somewhat rare, too. But just see this for the second time. This is pretty cool. I don't know, was it 2 or 3 box hunts ago? The question is, will this be Denver or Philly? Let's find out, folks. It's in good condition. The Monticello is in pretty good condition here. Will we get the D or not? Didn't think so, but would have been cool. It would have been cool if it did. But it is the Philadelphia version, and it is a semi-key date. I'm very, very stoked on that one. Very cool. On to roll 16. We're going to have our 9th find in the beginning of the roll here. We're getting 1952. A bit dirty, but I actually believe this has got pretty good detail on it. If you look at the hair, like I said, it's just dirty. Got a little bit of a dirty toning thing going on there. 1952 does not have any semi-key dates, but an S would be probably preferable, or a Philly. I believe it is a Philly. The early 1900s, the 1950s, Philadelphia was minting a lot less of these for some reason. One of these days, maybe I'll actually look that up. Actually, Monticello's in pretty good shape there. Anyway, cool. We've had, 4 from the 50s and 5 from the 40s so far. We will check those out as well. 19th roll of this nickel box, and it's been a goodie so far. A little bit dry. Last few rolls, but about middle, I would say, of this one. Here, look, it's our good friend 1947. We've had 2 already, both of them deminted. That one is in pretty darn good shape, other than the scratch going across his cheek and upper back end of the lapel, so to speak, or collar, I should say. And let's say this has a chance of being an S. Monticello's in good shape. Let's see. And there you are. It kind of works that way with these coins. You can kind of tell, or at least take it into a certain place. It just depends on condition. That is not a semi-key date, unfortunately. 48 or 49, if that was an S. Yes, it would be. We now need one more 1947, a Philadelphia style, for a mint cycle. I always like the mint cycles, folks. That's the rest. So my first roll has been laid out. And we have a last year from the 50s sitting there, 1959. I could do it like that, too. Not bad condition. Probably going to be a D for Denver, and yes, it is. See, Monticello's in pretty good condition there, too. Anyway, hey, look, coins. Still on roll 21. Just started checking out the first part in Deja Vu, folks. If I could find it. If I could find it. If I could find it, yes. By the way, nice 1980 D there. I did check the back, like the first three stairs, and then, of course, it got ruined, unfortunately. Another 1942. So there's your Deja Vu. We had one earlier. And I already know that this is not a Type 2 silverware nickel because, well, it doesn't look like one, number one. And number two, I've already seen the back. And mint mark is over there. It needs to be up there. So another 42D. For something that doesn't come around, when it does, I kind of get it. A couple of them. Not just one, but two. It's kind of interesting. Okay, anyway, still lots of stuff to go. By the way, that's our 12th find, I believe. It's a pretty good amount. Roll 21 is still up. We're going to have our third find. You can see it's about the middle, I would say, of the roll itself. It's a nice, clean 1955. Very shiny. I would say there's a little air top of hair or head, however you want to put that. But there's definitely decent detail there. 1955 was the first year it did not have a San Francisco mint on the back. So it's either D or Philly, and the Philly is actually semi-key date. Could this be one? It's got chances. We did have a 55D earlier, by the way. That was also something I thought had a chance. Not in this case. So it will be a D mint mark. Second one. That is the 13th find. And the 3 in this roll. Can we get number 4? Roll 22. I would say beginning of the roll itself. Just started checking them out. Hey, look at that tone 91554 there. Look at that really, really worn detail there on the hair / head. This little scratch on his collar. I would say this is probably D all the way. Where there too at Monticello? No, Philadelphia. Okay. Be that way. Yeah. Still quite a bit to look at. 23. Middle of the roll, I would say. As you can see, I've already been checking out nickels, and we've got a 1941 popping up. This would be our oldest find so far. We have not found a buffalo nickel yet. Anyway, wow, that's a lot of wear. When the hair is blending into the face, that's a lot of wear. I would think Philly, but 1941 is just a weird date. I could get S's looking like this. It's like, did it just come on there just to make me look good? I don't know. It's 41S, folks. Always cool to get to San Francisco, by the way. Although 41 and 40, there's lots of San Franciscos. Still have that to look through. 25th roll of this nickel box hunt. So we are halfway into it. 15 finds. Now I'm bringing you into a roll without the paper, and you can kind of see why. Now, normally when I get stuff like this, you know, it's colored like red or whatnot. Usually it's just kind of a rusty nickel, so to speak. They don't rust. But this one's got a weird color to it. That actually looks like, did I just say? This one looks more like a coin. Probably foreign, obviously. Let's kind of just go this way with it. And yes, we do have a coin. And that is, by the way, a euro, a 5-cent euro in this case. You just don't know what year it is. Love getting foreigns, by the way. Just interesting to find out information about them. Side to side, I believe the euros move, and that's where we're going to go. España! Spanish euro, 5-cent, 2003. Of course, it would be nice if we had some information on that. So here's a clear picture of that coin. I believe a little over 327 million were made of it. You kind of see what the obverse is showing there. Anyway, there's some other information. Oh, take a look at that composition. You know what that means. It means that that coin is magnetic. Roll 26. Just a little bit past halfway through this nickel box hunt. You know, I was worried for a little bit. We wanted to keep a streak together, and, well, the fact is I didn't see that. It looks like it looks like that might be an S. We'll check on that a little bit later. That is something we liked. It's a buffalo nickel, folks. This will be the third straight nickel box with a buffalo nickel. And take a look at that. Not only is it a buffalo nickel, that's an S mint mark. Oh, man. I cannot wait. S mint marks, D mint marks really are also awesome, but S mint marks, they only come out when you need them. I don't know. Anyway, kind of dumb. Let's take a look. There is a little bit of a horn, but not a ton. It's at least G, maybe a little bit VG-ish. I would say there's a lot of detail there on the buffalo itself. There's not a whole lot of wear going on. around the rim. Looks pretty good to me. I am expecting to see date. Definitely. And we will be getting a date. 36S? Nice! I don't know whether I have one or not in the collection book, but I would think not. That is a very cool find. Oldest one we've found so far in this box hunt, at least. 1936 Buffalo nickel. In great shape, by the way. I might even say F. I don't know. Cool beans. Well, since I'm here, I am going to check this one out too. That does look like an S. No, I think that's going to be a D. But we will check it anyway. We're here. Could be a 64, but, you know, we will find out, will we not? It is going to be in the 60s, 61. So not really fine, but man, that's a well-worn 61. Very cool. Much cooler. Roll 27, and right after a roll where a Buffalo nickel came out, roll 26. Take a look at that. And not only that, take a look at the date. We just found a 1936 San Francisco minted Buffalo, and it's another 1936. It's unbelievable. Let's go ahead and take a look. Seemingly in pretty decent detailed shape. A little dirty, but hey. I wonder if this has a mint mark. Let's go ahead and take a look. I would say the horn is in a maybe skosh bit better shape. But this is in good shape as a nickel itself. F12, maybe 15. And it, oh my God, it has another S. I think. Or did I go half off there? Yeah, let's get this with a better, it's either an S or a D. Hard to tell, because I'm getting shadow, and I don't know why I'm getting the shadow on that. I believe that's an S. This is the one from the last roll. I can't make that shit up. Excuse my language. Or my French. Pardon my French. Unbelievable, folks. I don't know what to say. I'm shocked. Why would there be... It's hard enough to get a Buffalo nickel, but now 2 Buffalo nickels, same date, same mint mark. One roll after another. Man, I hope we're going to find some more coming up here. I just did the side eye to the box there. It's like, are you going to give me some more of this shit? By the way, if the S was hard for you to see there it is. Wow. So we're still in roll 27. I've calmed down a little bit. I just can't believe I just got the same date and a mint mark on a Buffalo nickel. I mean, who writes that up? Why couldn't it have been like a 1913 Type 2? I forget which one. Is it the Type 2 that's got more expensive stuff? Anyway, another 1947 pops up. All we need is the Philadelphia version of 47 to have mint cycle, and we just got it. Wow. This continues to be just a glorious box. We just had a great box hunt on the last nickel box. So, mint cycle it is, folks. Sorry, I got a check here because it is a 47. Tell you what, if this is a Henning counterfeit nickel, I'm going to be screaming here pretty quick. Have you not seen anything going on with your right leg of the R? That would be my perspective of it. But we will weigh it. And it's going to go up there. We've had a couple of D's and S and a Philly. Well, what other surprises do we have in it? I don't see a Buffalo nickel. So the back of the row, roll 27. Me speak English. Grammar-wise, at least. 1955, that'll be the third one we have seen so far in this hunt. Hair's not in too bad a condition, but I would not really be expecting to see a semi-key date on this one. And it's another Denver minted. Third one. No complaining, folks. Just continue bringing it. Well, that is the end of roll 27. Will roll 28 have something? Will we have triplets? Doubtful. Roll 28. The heck? There's no Buffalo nickel on this roll. We're on roll 29. It seems like we're getting something new and cool every roll now. Well, deja vu. What the heck? You guys remember that one? That one is Spain, or España. Question is, this is probably the same thing. Where is it from? Well, let's be a little more active on this one. Let's just bring in the hammer here. Let's go ahead. There it is. It's another 5-cent euro. Question is this another Spanish one? What do you think? It is. 2010 this time around. I forget what the date is on the other one, but, well, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take that off. The other one. The other one is 2003. So, 2003 to 2010. Interesting. Guess who's going to Spain and partying on 10 cents? Man, this is seeming to become I don't know, somebody's little dump, if it is anything at all. Might be some more coming. I might have more money on, I might have some more Spanish money that I can go to Spain on. Well, here's the rest of it. So, still on roll 29. Just laid out the roll. I'm beginning to wonder if this is somebody's minor collection, because this is what? 4 rolls, and this is the third Buffalo. The one thing I do notice is I don't believe there is a mint mark for this one, but Buffalo it is. And I take it back. There is, and I'm thinking that's an S. Are you kidding me? I don't know the date of this yet. And this is fairly worn. This is much more worn than the other two. If this is another 36S, am I being pranked? I don't know. We'll have to see if this is a 36S first off. All the appendages are there, so we're not looking at anything. Well, it's not going to be a 36S, but 25S. Wow. I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm so hoping there's a little bit of a collection in here because I'm liking what I'm seeing. Wow, wow, and wow. Definitely a G-ish, maybe G4-ish, but 25S. Yep, that is definitely an S there. Wow. Well, okay, so I'm still on roll 29. No, not a Buffalo nickel. But we do have a 1939 second year Jefferson. Pretty worn. Hair-wise, a little bit on the back end there with the detail, but not too much detail. I would not be expecting a mint mark here, or I am not. But if one showed up, that would be nice. It would be a key date, whether it's D or S. And it will be neither. Philadelphia it is. And doing a quick check on the R, just to make sure that, or just to check whether it's a candidate to be a counterfeit Henning nickel. And no, that is not a cut up there. That's connecting the rim to the I and the B. That's the rim getting bounced in there a little bit. But it was a nice thought. Oldest Jefferson so far, find-wise. And by the way, that is find number 21. And we are on our 29th roll. So you do the math. Pretty cool. Okay, we are on roll 30. And, well, anticipation gone. We didn't get a Buffalo nickel. Shazbot. We do have a nicely toned coin here, which I'm going to guess is later 40s, but it's got that tone. But we don't want to be too presumptuous. 1949. You have not had a 49 yet. That was pretty cool. Yeah, the hair is in not bad shape, but it's definitely got some wear up here. I would think this would not be semi-key date S, but could have a mint mark. You never know. And it does OD. 49 minted in Denver. Very cool. There we are. And that, by the way, is fine 23. We did have a 59 come in. But with 20 rolls to go, and we've had 23 finds. Wow. Definitely, this is kicked in pretty hard. Anyway, there's the rest of the roll. Will we get anything else? I don't know. On to roll 31. And, well, I think we can officially at least say that we might have a semi-collection up here. It's not like we're getting multiple ones in every roll, but we're at least, it's almost close to getting one per roll now. This is the fourth Buffalo nickel in the last 6 rolls, folks. This one is definitely more worn. Go ahead and pull her out. Pop that over, and you can see it. It is a 1927. We're getting at least enough of the date on these to be able to tell what's what, which is nice. That's for sure. Fortunately, it does have all its feathers, or the 3 feathers that we're looking for on the 3 feathers variety, which I believe is a 2 feathers variety we're looking for. Anyway, pretty worn. Will we get a mint mark with this one too? I think that's a D. And I do believe that is a Denver minted one. And it is. I mean, I sure hope I've got a lot of holes in my Buffalo nickel collection. I know I do. It says, do you have the right ones? But 1927 D, I do not believe that is a key date or semi-key date. And the fact of the matter is, let's kind of go back here. Yeah, it was a 25S. I almost thought I missed reporting a semi-key date there. Anyway, I hope it continues. That's all I can say. I don't care what condition they're in. Roll 41. It's been a while since our last one, but we've actually hit another Buffalo nickel, folks. This will be number 5 of this box hunt. Pretty darn cool. And let's take a look at the reverse. Wow, check out the horn there. That's almost full horn. D-mint mark. That is looking pretty darn cool. Pretty good shape. And would almost say we're talking about at least high VF. Maybe a little bit less. Let's see what the obverse is telling us. Looks like we've got most of that as well. 36. Well, we had those 236S's in a row. Now we've got a 36D. It's pretty darn good shape. And I'm thinking that's probably going to be an upgrader. So one real quick check. So to make sure all the appendages are there. I don't think 36 is one to be looking for that anyway. Coolness. And we got one more. I was hoping we'd at least get one, and there we are, 5. And I'm pretty sure that's a record for me for one box. I think I had 4 in one time, and that was it. Anyway, onward we go. Roll 45 of this nickel box hunt. We're going to get our 6th Buffalo nickel find. It's a bit up the track here, but there you can see it. And we've got another mint mark too. I think that one's going to be a D, but let's go ahead and pull that one out. Yeah, that is definitely a D mint mark. This one has seen better times. They're starting to wear, the rim is starting to wear into the US of A there. I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a date on this one. Let's go ahead and make sure we get that going this way. It is going to be a 27. Wow, that's, I think we've had the 27D. So we've got a third or a second one in there now. Cool. Can't say no to that, folks. Like I said, I believe that to be a D. 6 of them. Easily my best ever in a nickel box. Oops, sorry. That's my fingers doing that. And we're off. We've got plenty to look at in this roll. Roll 46. So we're down to 4 rolls. We're kind of hoping to see another Buffalo, but if we don't, man, we've had a lot already. We did get a 1952, however, with a nice dent in the rim, right above the 2. Not bad. The top hair detail is a little bit less. Bottom has got pretty good detail, but it has seen its share of gumball machines. And it will be a D this time. We did have a 52 earlier, by the way. Halfway decent looking one, too. That was a Philly. This is the Denver. Very cool. Pretty good looking board there, folks. We're coming close to being at 30 total. But the board is very full on this one. Always cool. We've got 3 rolls left, and the hits just keep on coming. This is probably going to be the best. I thought the last, and it was, the last nickel box hunt was out of this world, and this one's beating it. I cannot ask for more. I really cannot. You can see it. You can see the color. You know, it looks like it's Yoda being sick, seasick. It's that dark green. Let's go ahead and open her up and see what we got. Well, that's an obvious Silver War nickel. That S, I don't know what's what with the S minted Silver War nickels of late, but it's just freaking me out. Every time I see it, it's like, oh man, that's like must be some super special ass variety. Now, I do believe it's been a long while since we found the other Silver War nickel. It was an S-minted Silver War nickel as well, 45. Had a lot of 45S's lately, which is something unto itself. I'm going to be greedy here and ask for a 44S. They're hard to get. They're harder to get, I believe. It's either that or the 43. Even a 42S would actually be nice. Let's go ahead and see what we got. I always did like how the dirt accentuates the lettering. You know, it makes it stand out more. There we are. So what do we think it's going to be? 2, 3, 4, 5... 3 this time. All right. Something a little different. Pretty warm, by the way. But 1943 San Francisco minted silver. Well, we actually still have a whole roll to check out. That's 1990. I will be back if something comes up. One more roll left. Roll 49. We've got 1956 laid out roll. We have not had a 56, which is amazing since we found pretty much everything else. I would say the hair is in half detailed shape. Top, nope. Bottom, yes. Probably going to be D as in Denver. And that is exactly what it is. As you can see, that's what I'm talking about. We got everything else. Still don't have 57, which is always interesting when that happens. We did not have a 53 nor a 51 as well. We do have a 50. We found that a long time ago, which is a long time ago. Anyway, we will check the rest of this roll. That was, by the way, find number 30. Well, Batman is in his cave, and we are finally done. Although I should say I'm kind of sad that we're done. Too many good finds. I will be spoiled on this. The last nickel box we had was awesome. I thought that was the one for one of the years so far. No, this will be the one right there. Look at all those goodies. Look at all the amounts that we actually got out of it. It's amazing. And then, I don't think it was a collection dump, but I don't know. I don't know what to think on some of these. Anyway, let's go ahead and summarize. We did get one 1939 Philly bound. We did get a 41 San Francisco, a couple of 42Ds, type 1s, not Silver War nickels. We did get the mint cycle for 47. Philly, Denver, and then San Francisco, folks. Always cool to do that. 48 Philly, 49 Denver. We had a 52 Philly and a 52 Denver. We had a 54 Philly and a 54 For San Francisco, it's 3 55Ds, 56D, 58D. We are missing the 57, and 359s, and they are all Denvers. A few shinies, we'll check in on them, see if they'll fit. And then here we are, folks. Just way, way too cool, folks. 6 Buffalo Nickels, and I actually thought we were going to get more than this. Not disappointed, it just felt like it was going to continue, and we had large rolls in a row where we weren't getting anything, so it is what it is. That is a 1925 San Francisco. All mint marks, by the way. They all have mint marks. 1927 here and 1927 there, and guess what? They're both Denvers. That's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. 36 Denver, immaculate shape for a circulated coin. I might even say, I said VF earlier, maybe even low XF. I don't know. And then we got 236 San Franciscos, which was kind of weird. And they were in a row. And they were like roll 26 and then roll 27. And they just happen to have both the same mint marks. Weird. 2 Civil War nickels. We had a 43S and a 45S. Let's go ahead and turn those over. It's pretty darn cool. We had a 1950. In other words, we had a chance for a key date. And unfortunately, we only got the semi-key out of that. And then we had 2 5-cent. Actually, let's go ahead and turn that one over. Of course, that's not the way to do that. There we go. 5-cent euros, both from España, Spain. So very, 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 very cool. It is what it is, folks. Very cool. And as like I said, take a look. Mint mark, mint mark, mint mark, mint mark, mint mark, mint mark. That doesn't happen ever. So anyway, I'm hoping to at least get 2 spots filled. I'm hoping. We've had a couple filled already this year, which is very cool. I think that was more than we had last year. But there it is. That's a lot. Like I said, I forgot if I didn't mention it before. 32 finds, somewhere right around there. Gonna check for varieties now. We'll see what's up, and then collection books will be out. Okay, so we did check for varieties, and nothing really happening there. Or I should say, nothing happening there. Anyway, here we are. Jefferson nickel-wise, that only had... Actually, there was a couple of upgrades on there. But I'm not even going to bother even showing that. Let's stick with the Buffalo nickel collection on this one. So, that was a filler, the 25S that we found, which is awesome. The 27D was an upgrader. I had a nickedated one in there before that. And do remember, this was one of 2 that we had actually found. The 36D was definitely an upgrader. This thing is just in beautiful condition for something that's been in circulation. And then one of those 36S's I put in there with 2 fillers. I've had 4 fillers so far this year on the Buffalo Nickels, which is great. As you can see, the third page is the one that's getting quite nice, actually. We got that middle one, which is decent. Definitely, this is the one that probably needs more. Well, as you can see, it needs more. But, we're trying to find them in circulated boxes. It's not always going to be the easy case. So anyway, we are finished with this. And the good news is another great Buffalo nickel, or I should say Buffalo nickel box. Another great nickel search. We have now found 10 Buffalo nickels in the last 3 boxes. We had 1 in the first one. We had 3 the last time out, and this one had 6. Pretty darn cool. I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm not going to be expecting tons of buffaloes, but getting 1 or 2 boxes is always pretty cool. Good news is that I got enough of these not only to have a penny box hunt next, but now 2, because I got enough today that I've got 2, I've got a couple in storage. Not in a box itself, but just a lot of these loose ones. As you can see, I already have that set up for the next one. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the long form video and the shorts that come out of this. Watch as much as you want. That's always up to you, of course. Everybody out there, have a great week or weekend, depending on when you're watching this. Be safe out there. Cheers to everybody.